lead at the Bucks 28.
A gain of 29 yards. And a 49er first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Go out. Now. Check out. Go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Levante David in on the tackle.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On the double. Mike, 45. Not today, you are. Not today. Tight dog. Hey, switch gears. New draw, Porker. Ready?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, I-7. Yeah. Hey, Rocket. Shoot.
Off play action. Eason. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, 49ers nothing.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Eason. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Logan. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Alpha. Let's go. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. D Ford. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bridgestone, travel. Check.
On the handoff, this is Breda. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Breda. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Alpha. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense, go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run with Logan. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Hey. Go get him.
From the gun, Eason. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go again. 45 the mark.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14, 49ers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I got you. I got you. Hey. 45's mic. 45. Yep. All day. All day. Hey, check mic 45. Check.
On first down, Eason. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, dude. 45. Mike, 45. Bring it. 40. Now.
Throwing again. Eason. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's not going to get me. Trap 61. Matchbox right. Rock it. Yeah.
Now a handoff looking right. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready up. 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. Go. Check. Nickel. Check. Wide. Get wide.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And let's see, the box with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down.
Go. On the ball. Ready.
Off the play fake. Eason. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Logan. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Wait, 20! Go!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Set. 10-2 start. Tight end to the right. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 out. Watch out.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Let's go. 60 or 45.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Go. 45. Mike, 45. Twist. Look at me. Zip, snap.
From the gun, Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Nice hit, boy.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Switch.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
General West. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch twitch.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Get it.
Back to throw. Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, Steve. Here I come.
Hey.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.